This song was written for anyone that has ever served in the armed forces or had any member of your family serve. This one's for you. Oh, I wish that I was in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland, or in Dixieland, where I was born. It was early home one Sunday morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. You know, ladies and gentlemen, for some strange reason or another, it seems as though each and every generation of young Americans have to shed some of their life's blood. They have to make their deposit so that you and I can continue to walk down this road to freedom that we walk on today. Every generation of young Americans have had to pay that price. It doesn't seem possible now, but just a little over 2 years ago in the Persian Gulf, the USS Stark was hit by a missile, and 37 American sailors were killed. It brought it right to the forefront of our minds that every day, hundreds of thousands of America's finest stand ready to lay down their lives for you and I. To the 37 that were killed aboard the USS Stark, we salute you. And to your families, our prayers still go out, and you are not forgotten. It was a little over 5 years ago now that the Marine Corps barracks was bombed in Lebanon, and I personally lost 2 first cousins in that one, as they were carrying on our family tradition. Yes, this generation of Americans from Panama to Lebanon and now in the deserts of Saudi Arabia stand ready to pay that price for you and I so that we can continue down this road to freedom. It was a little over 20 years ago now that it was a place in Southeast Asia known as Vietnam, where myself and several 100,000 other Americans went because, well, that's what we were supposed to do. And now over 57,000 of my generation is nothing more than a name on a black granite wall, and a nation cannot decide if it's proper and just to remember. Well, we remember, and we'll never forget. My generation, we paid our price. Before Vietnam, it was Korea, with the A Shaw Valley, Cho Sen Reservoir, and Pork Chop Hill, names synonymous with some of the worst fighting known to mankind. Over 50,000 Americans lost their lives in what has been called the Forgotten War. Well, we haven't forgotten, and we never will. Before Korea, it was World War II. Over 2 million people from the free countries lost their lives. Oh, what a price this freedom carries. Before World War II, it was World War I. You know, that was said to be the war that was going to end all wars. Oh, my God, how I wish that were true. Every generation of Americans have had to pay the price, but you know, there's another group of Americans that not only have they paid that price, but they and their families continue to do so on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, in Southeast Asia alone, there are over 2,000 Americans listed as missing in action or POW. We have concrete proof that Americans are still being held against their will, and our nation, the mightiest nation on the face of this earth, says that they can do nothing about it. Well, I disagree. I think we can. It starts with you, and it starts with me. First off, you remember them in your hearts and in your prayers, and don't let their memories fade and die. And secondly, whenever you see anybody walking and they got on a uniform of this country, I don't care what branch of the service it is, you stand just a little bit taller, and it wouldn't hurt you to say thank you to them either.